HOI rugs, resin, fabric, and more. Follow me, the House of Improvements. Hi, welcome to Resin Crafting with Chris Collected. Part 2. That's right, this is the Christmas special, and what we're going to be doing is making some Nightmare Before Christmas ornaments. Please check out part 1 if you want to see what I'm making in the foreground there. And you can see all of it, how it got poured. And then make sure to stay to the end for my first ever demolding video. Alright, now let's get to pouring. So I had already made up all of this in the previous video. I had to stir in a little bit of this gold, and I had already had a purple as well. So let's get that all stirred up, nice and done. The idea here is not necessarily super Christmassy. The ornaments themselves are going to be very Christmassy. But I was like, you know, I just wanted to have some fun colors. Purple is represents non-binariness, and I am non-binary, so I was like, I'm going to do a little purple one. And of course, who doesn't like gold? So we're going to put a little bit of that gold in the center and then try to fill up everything around it in purple. Ultimately, as the purple goes towards the center, it will kind of just mix the two colors together. So you get an even lighter lilac purple. Turned out wonderful. Next up, we have some green left over, as well as that gold, so let's use that together to make some Oogie Boogie ornament. These are my first time using these ones, and I absolutely love them. And I expect another video of more resin ornaments next week. Because while this is the Christmas special, don't worry, I'll be having more Christmas fun next week and the week after that as well. And make sure to stay subscribed, because next year there will be 52 episodes of Resin Crafting coming out. That's right, one every single week. Now, as always, if I have extra resin, the idea is use it up, right? We don't want to waste this product. It's very expensive. So what I'm going to do is make a stand for my Christmas tree. So in the previous video, I made a big Christmas tree, which is kind of off to the side right now. You'll see it later in the demolding video. This is a little Christmas tree stand. It's super cute. But yes, in reality, it is a coaster mold. But man, oh man, and you know, that's the one wonderful thing about art. You can make anything into anything as long as you have imagination. So now this ends up becoming my Christmas tree skirt. We want to get all of that resin out of there. All right, now let's give it a good torching. Pop all them bubbles. And these other ones from the previous video are still there, and so I'm going to also kind of continue to pop those bubbles as well. Okay, as always, you know, I gotta have some glitter, gotta have my fixins. Oh no! Yeah, I ended up just popping them on out. So I think in the future, I'm not gonna try to shake them like that. And if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments below. I was thinking of maybe getting something akin to like a salt and pepper shaker or some kind of shaker like that. They have to have some kind of glitter shakers. You know, it has to exist. So I'm gonna end up buying some of that. That way, they don't have this problem where it all, once it has resin on it, now it's just stuck to everything. That stocking has the most amount of Christmas trees I think it could possibly have had. It's so many. I was like, just kind of stir it. That'll fix it, right? Yeah, it was a little chaotic. But honestly, it looked really good at the end. And as you can see here, these ones have been here a little longer, and you can see they're starting to get thicker. As resin hardens, it does become, well, thicker, right? It's a liquid that turns into a solid. All right, so now we're just gonna throw some more bits in there. These are like little stars, little sprinkles as well, some few bits of glitter. Those like silver little squares. I unfortunately didn't show it to the camera like I normally would. And when I was editing this, I was like, oh, I didn't show it to the camera. But they're little bits. You know, one of them's like a little reindeer, like that clay piece is a little reindeer face. And then some of them are stars and just little bits here and there, you know? Fun little things just to make a little more pizzazz. And these are like little red squares, little red hexagons. They got on everything because I had resin on all over everything. And I decided to take one of these pipettes and just kind of like poke it down. Again, the resin was getting thicker at this point, so the pieces were not like falling through. So I was like, okay, let me kind of just move them around. And if you don't like a piece, hey, take it out. Just like that one. I didn't want it in there, and I was like, boom, I'm gonna put it in here instead. I should be cleaning the pipette every time though, because I technically would be cross-contaminating the colors, but they're all the same color, so I gotta get lucky there. Trying to put one of those stars in the top there, and just, you know, having fun with it, right? That's the point of resin, is just, you know, have fun with it. All right, now let's see that from camera 3. What you see in the foreground there will be available on Patreon. If you would like to support me, you can go to patreon.com/HofIRugs, and there you can support me. I have a $1 tier, a $5 tier, and higher. Next year, I will be starting to do a lot more on the Patreon, having a lot more resin crafting and everything like that, making it so it's a really entertaining place to be. And a place to communicate with me. So you can see all the latest stuff that I buy and everything before it even shows up on YouTube. I just love watching it flow out of there. It's so cool. I was trying to do what they call the dump technique there, but I didn't do it fast enough. Like my brain was like, oh no, I need to like, you have to like slam it down. And then I could have held it there, poured everything else, pulled it out, and it would have had like a nice center to it. I didn't think about it. I was like, whoop, did it too fast, you know? And you see how it's a little bit domed on the top there? That little bit of a grounding on the edges? That's what you're looking for. All right, now it's time for demolding time. Yay! Okay, if you'd like to see the ones in the bottom right corner, you can go onto my Patreon. Now let's crack these open. I did a live painting with these. You can check that out as well. Or see the results at the end of the video. All right, you ready to see how much glitter's in this one? Look at that. Now, this is not the holographic ones, but it almost looks holographic because of how much of the glitter is in there. And the glitter is hollow. A little bonus Jack skeleton. Next up, this Christmas tree. It's supposed to have a light that goes in the top of it, as you can see there. That way you can have a light, like literally go in there and light up your piece, which is awesome. Unfortunately, I put the plug in the wrong way and did not do that. So we'll have to try that one again. Next up, little Christmas tree earrings. I have new overhead system coming for Christmas, and so we're going to really, next year is going to be great quality, I promise. Look at that. Didn't that look so cool? I figured instead of the traditional green and red, I throw in one of my favorite colors, purple. All right, now let's see these holographic ones. These ones are amazing. And that's permanently on there. Whatever is on your silicone mold will be on your resin piece. So the silicone itself, as you can see, has this holographic image on it. And so therefore it transfers it to your resin piece. And they are permanent like that. Awesome. I love holographic resin. You can see there, the mold itself is still shiny and still has that hollow. So next one will have it too. Yeah, it was having trouble picking up some of the focus on it. It was so shiny. All right, now for the coup de grace piece. If you saw in the first video, we had 3 different colors, gold, green, and red. And we kept pouring before the gold first, then the red, then green, then red again. And so as you can see, each time you do that, you push the previous color out more. So the gold got pushed, then the red got pushed, then the green got pushed, then red got pushed again. So it just makes this truly, I mean, I don't know if I could redo that one. I mean, it's so interesting. And now it's on this little base. Isn't that cute? And it is very sharp. If I was going to sell this, I would have to use like a deburring tool or something and get rid of all them sharp points. Which is a little display piece for me. Thank you so much. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and stick around to see all the cool images and a little blooper. Yeah, you can see I dropped that pipette right in there, and it took me more than a minute to find out. I was changing my gloves, and then I finally looked down, and I was like, oh no. But all right, now let's see these cool images.